They come in the night, silent at first, until the chaos begins. In the hills and forests of California, the land once known for vineyards and oak trees now bears scars of destruction. Wild pigs, over 6 million strong, have invaded everything. They tear through farmland, rip up irrigation systems, and leave behind nothing but ruin. It's not just property they destroy. It's balance, it's nature, it's survival. For the farmers watching their crops vanish overnight, this is no wildlife documentary. It's a war. That's why we're here. Not for sport, not for glory, but to protect what's left before it's too late. As the first light stretches across the California horizon, our vehicle bumps along the dirt road, carrying a team of determined hunters armed with rifles, scopes, and nerves of steel. The morning air is sharp with the smell of dust and pine, and every sound feels louder than it should. Somewhere out there, a herd is moving. You can almost feel the ground pulse with their weight dot. We reach the high ridge and take position. The sun barely peeks over the hills when the first rustle cuts through the silence. My eyes narrow. There, movement. A dark shape bursts from the brush, followed by dozens more. Massive, relentless, tearing through the undergrowth like an unstoppable wave. I steady my breath, lock my sights on the biggest one, and squeeze the trigger. The shot cracks through the air. A second later, the beast collapses. One down. But there's no time for celebration. Not yet. Through the scope, I can see the rest scattering in panic. We move fast, following the tracks, mud kicking up behind our boots. Every heartbeat feels like a countdown. Then I spot another one, the same brute that slipped away before. I adjust, aim, and fire. The echo rolls through the valley like thunder. Silence follows. Success. In that moment, it's not about the kill. It's about control. Reclaiming a piece of land stolen by chaos. Leon's voice crackles through the radio, signaling movement from the east ridge. "They're coming your way," he says. I nod, already moving. The plan unfolds like clockwork. We block the escape route while Leon closes in from behind. The air fills with gunfire, quick, sharp, decisive. Each shot lands true. "Got another one," Leon shouts over the static. For a moment, the hills go quiet again. Then a final echo from Leon's rifle ends the last of them. Teamwork, precision, and timing. That's what turns danger into victory. But this isn't just a California problem. The wild boar crisis stretches far beyond. places like Arkansas and Texas, farmers wake to fields that look like they've been hit by bombs. Corn ripped from the soil, fences crushed, livestock injured. Billions of dollars in damage every year. These animals reproduce fast and travel in massive herds, adapting to everything humans throw at them. Electric fences? They dig under. Traps? They outsmart them. It's an invasion, one that pushes local communities to the edge of despair. That's why we keep moving. From the rugged backcountry of California to the quiet fields of Arkansas, we go where the damage is worst. Every operation feels like a race against time. In Arkansas, the sun hasn't even cleared the horizon when we begin setting up. Bob takes the hillside. I take the riverbank. Through the mist, shapes start to move. Bob spots the first one, a huge boar tearing through a corn row. One clean shot and it drops instantly, rolling down the slope. The sound echoes like a promise. Today, we take this land back. The rhythm of the hunt is intense. The boars charge without warning, vanishing into tall grass only to reappear behind you. Adrenaline blurs the minutes. When the herd finally breaks through the trees below me, I don't think, I react. One shot, then another. Two down, the rest scatter. The smoke clears, and the silence that follows feels heavier than any gunfire. It's strange. Every time we win, the forest seems to sigh in relief. A few weeks later, we find ourselves in southern France at the invitation of an old friend, a seasoned hunter who's been fighting the same battle on another continent. Wild boars there have grown fearless, invading villages, destroying vineyards, even attacking livestock. The stories sound different, but the fear in people's eyes is the same. At dawn, we set out across the misty countryside, the smell of dew and soil thick in the air. The sun creeps over the horizon as the first boar emerges, grazing carelessly in the open field. I take aim, feeling the steady rhythm of my breath. One pull of the trigger, and it's over. The beast drops instantly. My heart pounds. Every successful hunt brings the same feeling, not triumph, but balance restored. Lucas joins me as we track the herd's path through the grasslands. The trail is easy to read, hoof prints, torn soil, broken stalks. Then, another shadow moves in the distance. We wait. Timing is everything. The perfect angle. The perfect moment. The perfect shot. Hours later, as the sun begins to dip, I think the day is done. But just as I start to lower my rifle, there's another rustle. Another chance. The sound of the gunfire breaks through the still air, echoing across the open fields. The animal drops instantly, motionless against the golden grass.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.